There is a secret to success that few truly understand and even fewer practice. The greatest achievements in this world were not announced before they happened. They were built in silence, in solitude, with relentless focus. Those who seek applause before they act often fade into the background of history, while those who keep moving forward in silence write their names in gold. You must learn to focus on yourself with unwavering intensity. Too many people are caught up in watching others, measuring, comparing, and seeking approval. But success is not found in the opinions of others. It is forged in the depths of self-discipline. The moment you turn inward and silence the distractions of the outside world, you gain access to your greatest power. Do not waste your words on people who do not understand your vision. Let them wonder. Let them assume. Let them talk while you build. Those who reveal their every move become easy targets for doubt, criticism, and sabotage. But those who move in silence carry an air of mystery, and mystery commands respect. Discipline yourself to ignore the noise. Social media arguments, gossip, and the need for validation are all distractions disguised as necessities. The more you entertain these, the more you drift from your path. Greatness requires sacrifice, the sacrifice of mindless chatter, unnecessary explanations, and the desperate need to be seen. Your growth will not be televised. The most powerful transformations happen when no one is watching, when you wake up before the world, when you work while others sleep, when you push yourself while no one is clapping. That is where success is built. Every moment you spend focused on yourself is a step toward mastery, and every step toward mastery is a step toward your ultimate destiny. There is no need to prove yourself before the time is right. The seed does not explain its process before it grows into a tree. It simply grows. Likewise, you must plant your vision, water it with effort, nurture it with discipline, and let it bloom when it is ready. And when it does, the world will take notice, not because you announced it, but because your results will be undeniable. In a world obsessed with noise, choose silence. In a world addicted to distractions, choose focus. In a world seeking constant validation, seek only self-improvement. Let others talk while you build. Let them watch while you grow. And when the time comes, let them be amazed by what you have become. Your journey is yours alone. Walk it with purpose. Walk it with silence. And when you arrive, let your success speak for itself. 4-0. Every human being is born with a finite amount of energy each day. It is the fuel that powers our thoughts, actions, and progress. Yet too often people scatter this energy carelessly, giving attention to distractions, engaging in pointless arguments, and entertaining people who drain them rather than uplift them. They wonder why they feel exhausted, why progress seems slow, and why success remains out of reach. The truth is simple. Energy once wasted cannot be recovered. Every time you allow negativity into your mind, you pay a price. Every time you focus on things outside your control, you rob yourself of the strength needed to change what is within your control. The mind thrives when it is disciplined, when it is protected from unnecessary noise. But if you allow yourself to be pulled in every direction by external forces, your vision becomes blurred and your path to success becomes crowded with obstacles of your own making. Time and energy are more valuable than money, for they cannot be earned back once lost. The wealthy understand this. They do not waste their days proving themselves to people who do not matter. They do not squander their energy trying to convince the world of their worth. Instead, they channel their focus into building, creating, and improving themselves. They recognize that every distraction is a thief, and every moment spent on something meaningless is a moment taken away from their purpose. The world is filled with distractions disguised as obligations. People will demand your attention, try to pull you into their problems, and expect you to invest your energy in things that serve them more than they serve you. But you must guard your energy as a warrior guards his weapon. You must learn to say no to anything that does not align with your goals. Growth requires focus. Focus requires energy, and energy must be spent wisely. When you become selective about where you invest your time, you gain the ability to move with power. Every thought, every decision, every action must serve a purpose. Those who scatter their energy in every direction achieve nothing, while those who direct it with precision achieve greatness. Silence is not emptiness, it is power. In a world where people rush to announce their every move, the one who remains silent holds the advantage. Every word spoken carelessly is energy spent. Every plan revealed too soon is an opportunity given away. The strongest individuals understand this. They do not waste time explaining themselves, seeking validation, or proving their worth. They let their actions speak, and their results make the noise. People often believe that talking about their goals will bring them closer to success. They share their ambitions with friends, family, and even strangers, hoping for encouragement or approval, but in doing so, they expose their vision to doubt, criticism, and negative energy. Some will question them, some will mock them, some will secretly hope they fail. Words invite interference, but silence protects purpose. When you move in silence, you operate without distractions. You are not weighed down by expectations or slowed by unnecessary opinions. Your energy is conserved, your focus is sharpened, and your confidence is built through action rather than words. Every step you take is a step forward, unseen but unstoppable. Success is a result of quiet, consistent effort. The most powerful transformations happen behind closed doors, when no one is watching, when no one is clapping. The body is built in the gym, not in conversation about working out. Wealth is created in disciplined decision-making, not in boasting about future riches. Knowledge is gained in silent study, not in proving intelligence through empty debates. Those who understand this truth choose silence, not secrecy. They do not hide, they simply do not announce. Discipline yourself to resist the urge to explain, justify, or defend. Let people wonder. Let them assume. Let them underestimate you. There is strength in being unknown, in being unpredictable. The quiet ones are the ones to watch, for they are the ones who are truly working. The world sees the results, but only the individual knows the discipline, the sacrifice, and the patience that came before. Mastering the world begins with mastering oneself. The greatest battles are not fought in the streets, in boardrooms, or on the battlefield. They are fought within the mind. Every great leader, every self-made success, every individual who has risen above mediocrity has first conquered their own thoughts, emotions, and habits. Without self-mastery, no amount of talent, ambition, or opportunity will lead to lasting success. The mind is both a tool and a weapon. It can either be sharpened into an instrument of power or dulled by distraction and weakness. Every thought entertained, every emotion indulged, every habit repeated is a choice. Weak-minded individuals allow fear, doubt, and excuses to control them. They react impulsively, blame external circumstances, and wait for opportunities to come to them. The strong, on the other hand, train themselves to think with clarity, act with purpose, and discipline their emotions to serve them rather than rule them. Self-mastery is the ability to control impulses, resist distractions, and channel energy toward a higher goal. It is the power to remain calm when provoked, to stay committed when motivation fades, and to move forward even when no one is watching. It is not found in books alone, nor is it granted by luck. It is forged in discipline. Discipline to wake up early, to stay focused when others drift, to say no when temptations arise, and to keep going when challenges appear. The world respects those who have mastered themselves. They stand apart not because they are louder, but because they are unshakable. They do not seek approval, nor are they moved by criticism. They walk with certainty, not because the path is easy, but because they have conditioned themselves to endure, to persist, to rise above every obstacle placed in their way. Success is not given to those who seek comfort. It is given to those who train themselves to be stronger than their excuses, braver than their fears, and more disciplined than their distractions. Before one can command respect, wealth, or power, they must first command themselves. The one who masters his mind masters his destiny. Discipline is the shield against distraction, the force that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. The world is filled with noise, endless chatter, fleeting trends, and countless temptations designed to pull you away from your purpose. Those who lack discipline chase distractions, moving from one thing to the next, never building anything of true value. But those who master discipline become unstoppable, for they learn to shut out the noise and focus only on what moves them forward. Gossip, negativity, and meaningless entertainment are traps for the weak-minded. They consume time, energy, and focus, leaving behind nothing but regret. People who engage in them find themselves stagnant, always watching others succeed while they remain stuck in cycles of distraction. The disciplined individual, however, understands that every moment spent on something useless is a moment stolen from progress. They do not allow themselves to be pulled into meaningless conversations, petty conflicts, or distractions disguised as entertainment. The greatest achievers in history were not the most talented, nor the most fortunate. They were the most disciplined. They knew that success does not come from bursts of inspiration, but from the relentless repetition of the right actions. They worked while others wasted time. They studied while others scrolled. They trained while others slept. The disciplined understand that success is not about how much you want it. It is about how much you are willing to sacrifice for it. The world does not reward wishes. It rewards discipline. Those who control their habits control their future. Those who master their focus shape their destiny. And those who refuse to let distractions steal their energy rise above those who do. Discipline is not a punishment. It is the foundation of power. It is what allows the few to rise while the many remain lost in distractions. Growth happens in silence. The strongest roots grow beneath the surface, unseen, long before the tree rises above the ground. The most powerful transformations happen when no one is watching, long before the world takes notice. Those who understand this do not seek attention. They seek progress. They do not waste energy proving themselves. They invest energy in improving themselves. The problem with most people is that they want to be seen before they have built anything worth looking at. They announce their plans before they have put in the work. They seek applause before they have achieved results. But success is never born in the spotlight. It is crafted in solitude, in discipline, in quiet moments of effort that no one will ever witness. A body is not built in one workout. Wealth is not created in one investment. Mastery is not achieved in one lesson. Growth is a slow, unseen process. The mind strengthens when it is challenged. The skills sharpen when they are practiced. And success forms when small victories compound over time. But this process is delicate. It requires patience, persistence, and above all, silence. Those who rush to show their progress often fail because they expose themselves to unnecessary pressure, opinions, and distractions. They waste time explaining rather than executing. They seek validation rather than elevation. The wisest individuals do not interrupt their own growth with noise. They keep working, keep building, and keep refining in the shadows. And when the time is right, when the foundation is unshakable, when the skill is undeniable, the results will speak louder than any words ever could. The most powerful moves are made in silence. The greatest victories are prepared in the shadows. The world may be loud, filled with distractions and people eager to share every step of their journey, but true success belongs to those who move strategically, not impulsively. Those who understand power know that the element of surprise is an advantage, and the less others know, the stronger they become. A lion does not announce its hunt. A warrior does not reveal his attack before he strikes. The most dangerous competitor is not the one who boasts, but the one who quietly prepares. The mistake many make is in thinking that success comes from visibility, from being known, from constantly proving oneself. But real power is cultivated in the background, built through relentless work while the world remains unaware. When you move in silence, you protect your energy. You guard your vision from doubt, jealousy, and interference. You do not give your opponents the opportunity to predict your next step. You do not allow distractions to slow your progress. You build, you grow, and when the time is right, you strike with results so powerful they cannot be ignored. Those who chase attention rarely achieve greatness. They waste time talking when they should be working. They seek applause when they should be sharpening their skills. But those who stay silent, those who remain disciplined, those who perfect their craft behind closed doors, when they emerge, they leave the world in awe. Your impact is measured by what you produce, not by what you announce. Let others seek the spotlight while you master the shadows. Let them be loud while you remain focused. And when you finally step forward, let your success be the only thing that speaks. The only competition that truly matters is the one against yourself. The world is filled with distractions, people measuring their progress against others, chasing validation and comparing themselves to those on different journeys. But success is not determined by how well you compete with others. It is determined by how well you surpass your past self. The moment you stop looking outward and start looking inward, you take control of your destiny. Every day presents a simple choice: remain the same or improve. The person you were yesterday is your only real opponent. Were you stronger today than you were before? Did you learn more, push harder, or sharpen your discipline? If not, then you are losing, not to others, but to your own complacency. The greatest minds, the highest achievers, the most powerful individuals, they do not concern themselves with the progress of others. They focus on being better than they were the day before. Comparison is a trap. It drains energy, breeds insecurity, and creates unnecessary distractions. What someone else has, what someone else achieves, what someone else does, it has nothing to do with your path. The only thing that matters is whether you are growing. Are you improving your mind, strengthening your habits, increasing your discipline? If the answer is yes, then you are winning, no matter what the outside world may say. The weak chase approval. They measure themselves by others' opinions, needing constant reassurance that they are on the right path. The strong chase progress. They do not wait for permission to succeed. They do not seek applause for their effort. They simply work, push, and evolve, knowing that the only true measure of success is personal growth. The goal is not to be better than anyone else. It is to be so disciplined, so committed to your own progress that you become untouchable. The only person worth competing with is the person staring back at you in the mirror. Make sure they are stronger than they were yesterday. Consistency is the secret weapon of the unstoppable. The world is filled with people who start but never finish, who dream but never execute, who crave success but never commit to the discipline required to achieve it. They seek validation before mastery, applause before results, and recognition before they have built something worth recognizing. But the ones who rise above, the ones who create real impact, are those who choose consistency over approval. Greatness is not achieved in a single moment of effort. It is built through relentless repetition, through daily discipline, through showing up even when no one is watching. The weak wait for motivation. The strong rely on habits. They do not need encouragement to put in the work, nor do they require validation to continue. They move forward because they have trained themselves to do so, regardless of circumstances, regardless of obstacles, regardless of who is paying attention. The need for validation is a weakness. It slows progress, creates hesitation, and leaves too many at the mercy of opinions that do not matter. Seeking approval from others is a distraction, a dangerous one. It shifts focus away from the work itself and toward external recognition. But true mastery is not concerned with applause. The greatest athletes, the most successful entrepreneurs, the most disciplined minds, they do not stop when they are praised, and they do not quit when they are criticized. They simply continue because consistency is their foundation. Results do not come to those who occasionally put in effort. They come to those who are unshakable in their commitment. The world rewards the ones who stay disciplined when others give up, who push forward when others get distracted, who remain focused when others seek attention. While the masses seek validation, the few who stay consistent become the ones the world eventually admires. The world is filled with distractions, noise, and people who seek attention before they have built anything of value. But those who understand the power of focus and silence know that success is not about proving yourself. It is about improving yourself. It is about directing every ounce of your energy toward growth, shutting out the opinions that do not serve you, and moving with purpose rather than seeking validation. Let others talk while you build. Let them doubt while you work. And when the time is right, let your results be so undeniable that they silence everything else. The journey is yours alone. Walk it with discipline, move in silence, and let your success be the only thing that speaks.